Okay, all right, so let's start. Again, thank you everyone and welcome to another Sustainability Insight Sharing session. I'm Grace. Good to see everyone today and welcome again. So I hope everyone is having a good Saturday so far. On behalf of Regenerative Access Session, I would like to thank everyone for taking the time to join this session, as this is a part of our association's ongoing effort to inspire meaningful conversations and share insights that can drive sustainable practices. So I hope you all will enjoy the sharing today and feel free to ask your questions in the chat box throughout the presentation. So I will now pass over to Associate Professor T.S. Norazia, Assistant Vice Chancellor, Industry, Community Engagement and Sustainability, who will introduce about herself and her topic today. So over to you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Grace. Hello and good morning, everyone. I'm taking this opportunity to wish everyone happy Chinese New Year. Have a wonderful and prosperous year ahead. And of course, thank you very much to Grace and her team for inviting me to this sharing session. Let me share my slide. Okay, I hope the slide is moving. Yeah.
Yeah, all good.
Okay, all right. So I'm sharing a topic today on sustainability leadership, and thank you for taking your Saturday time off today. So the layout of this presentation basically to share some initiatives and also things that UNIMAS had done in order to embark on our sustainability journey way back starting in 2016. So this presentation will cover on some global trends and challenges in leadership, environment and social impact, sustainable business strategy, organizational culture change, some value propositions, and also the importance of integrated reporting. I will be sharing some strategic tools as well during this presentation. I will go quickly on the tools. What are the strategic tools that UNIMAS had used and had utilized in order for us to shape our sustainability leadership at the university. Even though the examples that I'm giving is in the context of us, UNIMAS as a university, but I believe the tools can also be contextualized to each individual organizations that you're currently working with. Okay. All right, so in my presentation slide, I'm sharing some of the QR code as well. So if you see the QR code on the slide, actually you can scan it and you can download the documents that I'm sharing. This is just a quick recap of our Sustainable Goals 2030, the 17 goals. We have 169 targets and 247 indicators. And I'm sharing this Matlamat Pembangunan Mampan 2030 is actually a very good translation of the SDG goals as well as the targets and indicators in Malay language, because for us in universities, there's also a need for us to quote some of the SDG in Malay language. So this is a very good document that you can refer to. And looking back on how UNIMAS started our journey, we are looking into these three pillars as we align ourselves with the Malaysia Madani framework as well as PCDS strategy 2030. Being a university in Sarawak, it is very important that we align our university vision, mission and strategies towards PCDS 2030, because we would like to be part of the Sarawak agenda in driving this sustainability initiative for the state and for the whole country as well. So these are the three pillars you will see in PCDS 2030. You will see this in Malaysia Madani and many more other sustainability documents. So we're looking into inclusive society, environmental sustainability, and also economic prosperity. So once we have decided that these are the three pillars that we are going to look at for our sustainability journey, so you can see that later on, a lot of our initiative, a lot of our sustainability agenda are aligned to all these three pillars. Yeah. So looking back again to the sustainability leadership that I mentioned, for an organization to embark on this sustainability journey, it's very important for the top management, especially the leaders, to look into sustainability leadership. As leaders of organization, it is very important that we relate sustainability issues into the business functions of our organization, as well as the overall organizational strategy. Yeah, and we have to also balance looking into the full spectrum of qualities that compromise flourishing organizations. And there are some tools and concepts as well as framework that I will be sharing also today to create a cultural change within our organization that you can also adapt to your own organization later on. These are some global trends and challenges in leadership nowadays. Yeah, I think from the video that Grace shared with us earlier, there are challenges on climate change, environmental pollution, diversity, as well as for us in Sarawak, we are a very diverse and dispersed community, and looking into the issues on inclusivity, ethical standard, as well as physical and psychological well-being. For example, mental health issues is a very hot topics right now, especially among our community. Yeah, so these are the global trends and challenges that we face nowadays as leaders in organization and in our country. So looking back into environmental impact, there are some questions that we need to look at and we need to internalize within our organization. For example, how far can you deliver on wider purpose within organization? Because we already have our own core product and core clients, and how we can integrate climate change and wider sustainable development goals like tackling poverty, water quality, and biodiversity within our own organization. And also we need to also look at how we link all these things together: our core product, our core client, the environmental impact, the issues on poverty, water quality, how we put everything and link it together and remain as a successful organization while at the same time making a difference in the world. I mentioned about making a difference in the world. For example, as a higher learning institution, UNIMAS example, we are one of the public university, the only public university in Sarawak. And what we want as a higher learning institution is that for our presence to be felt by our community. We want our talent to make a difference to the community in Sarawak. We want the technology, the research that we develop making a difference in Sarawak. So we need to look into how UNIMAS or your organization and your core activities can make a difference to the world, especially in making environmental impact, making a difference in the community. And we look into the social impact, and we can see that sadly there are still many people around the world who are excluded, be it economically, socially, and politically. And what does our organization, what is our role that we can play when it comes to inequality? So there is a big question here that, for example, in higher learning institution, we need to look at how we can make our education inclusive, how we can make our students, our clients that come to the universities have equal access to education, and they have equal support in their journey in acquiring a degree, a master, or a PhD. So this is also a question that we have to ask ourselves in other type of organization. What can we do to address this inequality? And we would like to look into what role of organization as a force for good, when we want to make impact to the society, especially our expertise. What is our organization's expertise that can be available to the disadvantaged group of society out there? My presentation will be on sharing our mechanism, and how leaders in UNIMAS looking into sustainability and what are the actions that we took Yeah, what are the changes that we made in our organization for us to embrace this sustainability as a core. I must say we used to use the word DNA. Yeah, we want this sustainability to be the DNA of the university. So this journey and the tools that we use, I will share during this short presentation of mine today. So first, what we did way back in making our strategic plan for 2021, 2025, even during 2016 to 2020, we embed sustainability in our vision. That is a very drastic move that the university had taken when we want to address and embrace sustainability in our university. So our vision, if you look at our previous vision and mission, there is no embedding of sustainability in that particular context. But this is our revised vision and mission when we do our strategic plan in for 2021-2025, where we embed sustainability in our vision so that every single individual in the university, in organization, will take sustainability as the core of the core function of the university. Yeah, and we also embed making an impact. I mentioned earlier about how organization can make impact to the society, to the environment. So we also embed this in our mission. Yeah, and if you see the highlighted word there, the strategic engagement. If you look into sustainable goals, SDG 2030, the SDG 17, yeah, is very important. That is partnership for the goal. So that looks into how an organization make a strategic engagement. We need to partner up with other organizations in our journey towards sustainability. And if you look into the niche area of the university itself, there is also the embedded of sustainability in our niche area. So this is the first step that I must say organization can consider in embarking on your sustainability journey, that is looking back into your vision, mission, and also your niche area, your expert area. And another action that was taken by UNIMAS is setting up a sustainability office. Yeah, and this is University Sustainability Center. When I was the director for this center before for a period of 7 years. Before my portfolio was changed recently this year. So basically, Sustainability Center in UNIMAS was established to lead and coordinate industry and community related sustainable development project and activities. So going back to our mission just now on strategic engagement. So USC is the center that will coordinate these partnerships and this engagement with industries and community in driving the SDG, yeah, for university. And having said that, we as a university, we also need to align with ministries that are relevant to us. So the same goes to other organizations as well. Apart from the Malaysian Madani, the PCDS 2030, have a look into the ministries that are related to your organization. For us, it's very obvious, our Kementerian Pendidikan Tinggi, whereby there's also some making an impact initiative that university have to uphold. Yeah, for example, looking into making an impact in terms of the lifestyle, mentality, and the quality of life of the people in our vicinity of the university. This is just to share with all of the audience here some references that UNIMAS is looking at in making our sustainability journey. There's a lot of sustainability standard out there that you can refer to. However, our starting point in our sustainability journey, UNIMAS decided to use GRI, the Global Reporting Initiative. And one of the initial action that was taken by the university was that to send I think currently we have about 5 certified GRI personnel in our university. So this is also another thing that organization has to take charge when you want to embark on your sustainability journey, that is decide which reference of sustainability standard that you want to use, yeah, and invest and send your manpower to attend the training related to this standard, so that when they go back to your organization, they can help you to do your integrated reporting or your sustainability reporting as a whole. And as an education higher learning institution, we also look into the UNESCO Education for Sustainable Development. As a member of UNESCO chair in community-based participatory research, we are also looking into UNESCO document, yeah, in managing our sustainability initiative. And also, we look into, as a higher learning institution, we also look into THE, the Times Higher Education Impact Ranking. Impact ranking is looking into how universities making an impact towards our stakeholders. So there are also some checklist items that you can use as your baseline data in checking where you are as organization and where you want to be in your sustainability journey. This is our journey, like I mentioned earlier, and we are looking into establishing, when the university decided to embark on our sustainability initiative, we also align our strategic plan 2021-2025 again to SDG 2030, Malaysia Madani, PCDS 2030. And on top of that, UNIMAS also publish we develop and publish our own sustainability master plan 2021-2025 using the GRI standard and also using the THE impact ranking standard as our main reference. So as organization, it's very important for you to decide at the very beginning what are the standards that you want to use in your sustainability journey. And this year, 2025, is a very important year for UNIMAS. It is the last year of our sustainability master plan as well as our strategic plan. So it is a time for us to again collect our baseline data, looking into where we are right now in our sustainability journey, and also looking at what we want to achieve by 2030. Secondly, and next, after you have looking into the context of your vision, mission, and looking into the standards that you want to use, another action that is taken by the university is the delegating authority. Yeah. In my opinion, heading USC for the last couple of 7 years, it is very important to have this delegating authority, looking into who and which department is taking charge of each of the sustainability initiative in our organization. One of the important steps that UNIMAS had taken is that establishing our University Sustainability Committee, or also known as JKKU, Jawatan Kuasa Kelestarian University. And we look into this committee as a very important committee, and that's why we decided recently that one of our board directors must chair this JKKU. This is to show the importance of sustainability for the organization. So in my opinion, it is also important for everybody to look into this, perhaps to get one of your board of directors to chair the sustainability committee in your organization, because it is important to have this board of director, because sustainability initiative also must come with funding, and it's important for our board of directors to understand our sustainability initiative, our goals, so that they are willing to invest in certain of our initiative. And you can see also here in this structure, the JKKU Sustainability Committee is also having our own ESG steering committee that is led and chaired by all the Deputy Vice Chancellor and also Assistant Vice Chancellor and also our registrar. So if you look into this delegating authority for the university, as organization, you can also decide what are the importance of areas that you would like to spearhead this ESG in your organization. For example, in UNIMAS, we decided to have 6 committee looking into capability building and leadership, research and innovation, outreach and impact, low carbon campus, education for sustainable development, and also looking into strategic management and good governance in our university. So it is, again, looking back into the vision and mission of your organization, and do decide what are the importance of the driving force of your sustainability initiative in your organization, and use this as part of your steering committee that will drive the changes into your organization. And apart from that steering committee, we also have our ESG implementation committee that comprises of our faculty, institute, center, and division. For your information, in UNIMAS itself, we have roughly, including staff, postgraduate students, and undergraduate students, we have about 20,000 people in campus in UNIMAS. So we want every single of these individual to understand the sustainability, like I mentioned earlier. We want this sustainability to be the core of the university, to be part of the DNA of the people at the university. So that's why we have all this steering committee. So you can see that in every of our initiative in campus, we align all this sustainability, ESG, and also our low carbon campus in every activity that we do in campus. Yeah, because we want our people, the staff, the students in campus to embrace this sustainability. So it is kind of like top down, at the same time is horizontal across every department, every PTJ, every faculties. Yeah, so this is a very important core of having sustainability leadership in organization. We have to decide on the delegating authority of each of the ESG initiative that we have in campus. This is what I mentioned earlier. We are using GRI and also THE impact ranking as our assessment, measurement, and reporting. So one of the important documents that we have in UNIMAS, like I said, the QR code is there. You can scan it to download the document. We have our University Sustainability Master Plan 2021-2025. We started our sustainability report in 2021-2022. So in our sustainability report, you can see all our program, all our initiative for each of the 17 SDG. And we also have our low carbon campus roadmap 2030. These are some of important documents for us. And I must say that we are very glad that we are the first public university in Malaysia to publish our ESG Excellence Report in 2023. And we just recently published our ESG Excellence Report 2024. And for these documents, we make it public. It is can be shared to the public to see what are the initiatives that UNIMAS had taken in our ESG journey. And all this document is also available on our website. So this is an example where we first started our ESG reporting. Yeah, I just giving you a quick glance on how we did our ESG reporting previously. As I mentioned, THE impact ranking and GRI indicator is the two important documents that we use to start our initiative on sustainability and ESG reporting. So we use these documents as a reference to design our questionnaire, to look into the indicators, and to collect our baseline data to see where we are Yeah, it is very important to know where you are at every SDG that you want to do, so that you can then develop strategy and action to improve, the achievement of your organization in each of the SDG. So we started our reporting. I mentioned about ESG reporting just now. We started our reporting journey by looking into these two reference and then looking into the baseline data. So we use these two standard as our checklist, looking into our baseline data and start to see what we want to do next in our journey for sustainability. And if you have a quick glance into our ESG reporting, another important item that is looking into the materiality. So materiality are the things that you decide to report in your ESG reporting. And in Unimas, we decided to have this 5 materiality in terms of energy, the people, water, waste, and biodiversity. In terms of ESG reporting, organizations, you can look into either you want to integrate your ESG report into your annual report, or you can also do it separately. For Unimas, we decided to do it separately. Our annual report is one document. Our ESG report is another separate document. There are also organizations, you can see that they integrate the ESG reporting in their annual report. Yeah, so it is the decision of the organization on how you want to do it. And we in 2023 reporting, these are our sustainability highlights. For example, we launched our master plan, our low carbon campus roadmap. We also look into the amount of money that we put aside for our research, that is related to sustainability. And recently we have our Amanat Naib Chancellor for 2025, and I must say that there's a lot of research grant announced by our Vice Chancellor that will be related to sustainability. So I think it's good for the university to engage with all the industries, with all the associations out there later on, because in all this grant application, we emphasize also on strategic engagement, so that we can move in our sustainability initiative together with our industry partners and also community partners. There's also looking into, if you can see the highlight, that 94% of our technical training, we do technical training for our employees and so forth. Yeah. So these are the sustainability highlights in our sustainability reporting. And this is the gist, because I'm sharing you some gist that we have in our sustainability master plan. As a university, we decided to have 4 domains. So we have outreach, teaching, research, and stewardship in our domain for our sustainability master plan. We have 5 pillars: inclusivity, well-being, human capital, environmental and resources, and also economic growth. And we have 73 initiative and direction. So like I said earlier, 2025 is a very important year for us to look into where are these initiative and direction had gone. Have we achieved our targets or not? And what we need to do in this action plan for 2025 for us to close our 2025 master plan and embark on a new journey. So this year is very important for us also to look into what is in the next coming 5 years for 2026 and 2030. And this is some of facts and figures extracted from our sustainability report. There are about 14 million amount of research grant related to sustainability. And these are the initiatives that we have done for our teaching. We have aligned our course learning outcome to SDG. We have established our Unimas Sustainability Society. We also have our service learning implementation with SDG and so forth. And we also do similar webinars like this to our audience as well. This year in 2025, if you look into the first item of this teaching, is alignment of our course learning unit and SDG. And for this year in 2025, it is the time for us to measure. So we have put in our action plan that this year we are going to measure the achievement of SDG in our course learning unit that we offer at the university. And looking into outreach, we have 25 projects under Dana Lestari. We have 15 projects under Unimas USR and about 39 projects under our Sulam. And like I said, as announced by our Vice Chancellor earlier this year in his amanat, this year we are going to have more of outreach programs, yeah. And I'm giving an open invitation for all the audience who attend today. Do reach out for us if you would like to have Unimas as your strategic partner in your sustainability initiative. So that is on the initiative. And looking back into the strategy, yeah, like I mentioned in my earlier presentation, we embed sustainability in our vision and mission, yeah. And again, we also embed sustainability in our strategic plan and having our own sustainability master plan at the university. So again, you need as an organization, they are also looking into how we embed sustainability in our strategy, looking into our value creation, and looking into the leadership mindset of every management leaders that you have in your organization, and looking into how is your organizational approach to make environmental impact and also social impact initiatives. So these are the three important items that we think is very important for university, for organization to drive our sustainability. So we embed it in our strategy. So there are also, of course, definitely some questions that we ask ourselves when we do this exercise, embedding this sustainability in strategy, how we can be more sustainable and of course, at the same time, profitable, looking into especially our medium and long term, yeah. And of course, looking into our budgeting is also another items that we need to look at, yeah, how we can invest in some of our initiative, but of course at the same times we can be more efficient by looking at our resource usage, generating our revenue from innovative product, and also the stronger consumer demands for our sustainable products, yeah. So balancing these two items can be a challenge as well for a business. So these are some items or some strategies that we have at the universities. For example, number one, on the curriculum integration, where we embed sustainability principles in our academic program. I believe there are some academicians also joining us today. They can concur with me that we have embed SDG in our learning unit, and we start also measuring it this year, looking into our assignment and so forth. Because as a higher learning institution, we are training future leaders. Yeah. So like I mentioned, Unimas, every year we have about 18,000 people in campus for our students. So these are the people who will lead our country in the next years to come. So it's very important for these future leaders to embrace sustainability. So that's the reason why we integrate it in our curriculum. And we also look into research and innovation, where we look into research that address sustainability challenges. So university or even your organization can look into innovation and how this innovation can become a solution to our environmental, social, and economic problems. And of course, we're looking into our low carbon campus, where we look into our infrastructure and operations. And definitely, as a university, as organizations, we want to make changes to the community. We want to make impact to the community. So we are looking into actively engaging ourselves with our local communities. And definitely we are looking into promoting diversity, equity, and also inclusion in campus and also in our community. And looking into the value propositions, I quickly share with all of you on our value propositions, looking into cost savings, ethics. One of the uh, uh, earlier exercise, I must say, that UNIMAS had taken is looking into our ethical standards, and also looking into some of our documents that we have in the universities, to look into how we can have all these ethical responsibilities aligned, in the university practices. And we are also looking into our partnership with the global organizations on integrating our sustainability of across curriculum. Of course, we want to offer holistic education for our students, looking into research opportunities, focusing on sustainability and also making an impact to our community. So these are some value propositions that we have in place. So as the leaders of organizations, uh, I must say that each and every one of us must look into how we can make these sustainability value propositions to our organizations. Yeah, and having said that, in order to deliver it, we must have a tool. Yeah, having a vision, mission, looking into your delegating authority, the standards, your value propositions. So how can we deliver it? Yeah, how to implement it? These are some of the tools that we have in UNIMAS. I will quickly share all these tools with all of you. Perhaps some can be used, by your organization. One of the tools that we have is CBPR, the Community-Based Participatory Research. For your information, UNIMAS is a knowledge for change hub for UNESCO in CBPR. And we also offer training for this CBPR at our university. It is actually a collaborative approach where research involve all partners. So again, referring back to our vision and mission, where we look into strategic engagement and align back to the SDG 2030, SDG 17 on partnership for the goals. Yeah. So CBPR is one of the tools that is very important for us, because when we do the participatory activities together with our communities and our industrial partners, it is very important to involve everyone, because everyone has their own strength, unique strengths in making some of the initiative. And we must also look into what are the importance of each of the research topic to the community or to the industries. For example, I'm sharing some of my experience talking to industries at that time, because my field is actually water engineering. So I was talking to one of these managing director of an organization in Samalaju. I was promoting on a water footprint assessment as one of the initiative that the organization can take to embark on their sustainability journey. But in return, the managing director was telling me water footprint might not be important to them as a company, but he is looking into heat optimization and integration. So this participatory engagement is very important because we need to know what are the topic of importance to the community or to the industry that we are working with. So combining this knowledge and action can achieve social change for that industry or even for that community. So in CBPR, a quick review on CBPR, it is active collaboration with every participant at every stage of our research. It also fosters core learning. It is community driven, or I can say it is industrial driven, because we get the input and the problem statement from our community or from our industry partner, and we disseminate result in useful terms. Okay, item number 4 is very important, especially for us in higher learning institution, because as you know, as a researchers, we publish in journal. Yeah, many of us, it's mandatory for us to publish in journal, but we must also be mindful that our community, our industry partners, or even the public out there might not have access to journals. So how can they know the results, yeah, of our research or of our activities with them? So we need to disseminate the result in other method. That's why in UNIMAS, in the research initiative that we have, we make it compulsory for all the translational research that we have, for all the community projects that we have, must publish news in our website, in our YouTube, if they have some YouTube video, or even in the local newspaper, because we want to disseminate this result to our partners out there, that is easy access for them. Yeah. And item number 5, we also need to look into research and intervention strategies that are culturally appropriate. Yeah, especially in the context of Sarawak, we are multicultural. We have a lot of and we are multi-ethnics. Yeah, so we need to be sensitive in some of the initiative that we take. Yeah, because we believe that a community is a unit of identity. So that is the beauty of the CBPR. So CBPR has become one of the tool for UNIMAS, and this is another tool that we normally use, especially in our team at USC, that is called Lestari Canvas, especially involving sustainable socio-economic development ecosystem. This is a quick overview of Lestari Canvas on how we integrate project management phases. If you look into this Lestari Canvas, I think most of you can quickly identify these are the 5 phases of project management. Yeah, initiate, planning, implementation, monitoring, and close. And we embed all this sustainability, CBPR inside this Lestari Canvas, so that our implementation of our products and services is co-on together with the community or the industries that we are currently working with. And there must be also element of monitoring. Again, going back to our goal just now, we want to make a difference. We want to make an impact to the community, or even we want to make some improvement to our environment. So we need to have this monitoring. How does it impact our community in terms of income generation, in terms of improving their community livelihood, and what are the other spillover effect that we can have? And of course, at the end of the day, we need to have our close out in terms of our audit and also exit policy. And another tool that we also use in UNIMAS, that is adoption of design thinking method. Yeah, and in design thinking, I think it is very crucial and very useful, in fact, for us to look into designing, especially at the ideation stage. Yeah, how we can trigger and have some ideas what our sustainability initiative looks at by using design thinking, starting from empathizing, looking from the community perspective on what are their problems, yeah, analyze it, and looking to the problem statement, generate some ideas for the solution, looking into the prototype, and also iterating based on feedback. So this is also another method that we use, and for this year, we hope to deploy this design thinking method to all our service learning course that we offer to our students in campus. And these are the layers the community layers when we do our gathering of community input, especially looking into how we collect the data from looking into immersion, yeah, where we stay with the community for a period of 2 or 3 days. We do observations, opinion polls, even focus group, general meeting, and in-depth interview. So you can see that every layer of community layers, we are using different methods of gathering input from our community. Because from this input, then we look into the solutions together with the community that we are working with. And this is another important tool when we do our sustainability initiative or project that is on the pentahelix collaboration. I must say that academia, we cannot work alone. We need our community, we need our industrial partner, we need our government. And then in terms of the community, our OD also include association, also include professional bodies, NGO, and so forth. And in UNIMAS, we put environment as one of our partner because we need to have that sense that whatever initiative that we do, we factor in the environmental impact that we will have. Yeah, and this is also considered in this pentahelix model that we have in our campus. This is another tool that we use on community persona. I use the word community persona, especially looking into the social impact that we want to make. Looking into the community profile, the demographic, goals, needs, challenges, and also the pain point. Yeah. So these are some of the tools that we use in UNIMAS. Yeah, we'll go through quickly. This is also some problem statement framing that we use, especially in designing our project for this community. And this tool, we have used it. I take example for our recent project in Kampung Peros in Bawuk. We are using this framing, yeah, in order for us to do our sustainability initiative project with the community. And these are aligning, you can see on the right hand side, aligning all this framing with the 3 pillars of sustainability. And going back, going forward. We are also using triple bottom line business canvas, especially some of our project with the state government. We're looking into what are the activities. Yeah, I think most of us are very familiar with business canvas, and you can see the recent development is the triple bottom line business canvas. You can see that the green one is how we can make a social impact. Yeah, what our activities contribute to the social impact. The orange one is the environment, the ecological impact, and the blue one is actually the governance. So you can see that in this triple bottom line business canvas, the ESG is already embedded into this. Yeah. So when this is already embedded into our business canvas, when we want to do our ESG reporting, it is much easier for us. Yeah, because all our initiative, we already put the ESG element inside there. So during our reporting later on at the end of the academic year or your business year, it's easier for you to extract, yeah, all these important items from each of the project that you do. And again, this is one of when we do our value proposition, this is also another philosophy. Like us leaders, we can have a look at it, that every organization must have its purpose. Yeah, from the business perspective, what is the purpose of working? What is the purpose of having our university? What is the purpose behind all our university activities, behind all our business activities? So all this can be embedded inside the triple bottom line canvas that I mentioned earlier just now. Okay, and looking back into the leaders, yeah, the 2 key attributes I must share that leaders in driving this sustainability in driving ESG as a core of your organization, we must have the sustainable mindset and sustainable skill set. Yeah, sustainable mindset looking into purpose. Yeah, what is the purpose of our business apart from the commercial activity that we do? How can we make a wider impact to the societal and environmental context? So in this aspect, in Unimas, we are utilizing the triple bottom line business canvas. And when we look into the sustainable skill set, looking into the multi-level system thinking, stakeholder inclusion, this is where our pentahelix comes in. Disruptive innovation, this is where our research and innovation comes in. And of course, the long-term activation, where we need to see our long-term goal to stay on the course to have both profitability and sustainability. And this can be embedded into our strategic plan and also sustainability master plan. This is I just want to share with everyone who are present here. I think Bursa Malaysia has published this very important book on the competitive framework. Do have a look into it. If you plan to have your sustainability executive, manager, or officer, yeah. For Unimas, we do not have the chief sustainability officer, but we have the assistant vice chancellor. That is currently my portfolio looking into this, and we have that USC, the sustainability office, that is led by a director who is also equivalent to the sustainability manager and the staff inside that particular center to drive this sustainability executive. Yeah. And lastly, I would like to mention about ESG reporting. I showed you earlier on our ESG report, where you can decide which standards that you can use. For Unimas, we are using the Global Reporting Initiative, the GRI standard, as our main reference. Quickly recap the sustainability leadership. The important part is to know your organization, where you want to be. Of course, you need to have the baseline data first, where you are right now, and design where you want to be. Develop a strategic plan and continuously measure. In Unimas, every 3 months, we have this SQRC meeting to measure where we are in our strategic plan. And of course, developing the organizational culture that you have. So in Unimas, how we do this, of course, we have that delegating authority. Yeah? And from time to time, we get the feedback, we report, learn, relearn, unlearn, and co-learn, and re-innovate our strategy. And again, it's just to continue and start again. Yeah. So these are the 10 steps that leaders in organization can adopt, looking into how you can drive sustainability initiative in your organization. So I think with that, I conclude my presentation to allow some question and answer.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much for the insightful presentation. So we'll now have the Q&A session. So I think there's already 2 questions from Ivy. Number 1, what inspired you to become a leader in sustainability? And what key lessons have you learned along the way?
Wow. Okay. What inspired me? I think
Yes.
when we look at, I think planetary health might be something that inspired me, I think, yeah. Because I think in whatever that we do, we need to take good care of our environment, take good care of our people, yeah. For example, in university, taking good care of our people, I must mention, take care of our students, take care of our staff, take good care of our suppliers, our vendor, yeah. So having that concern and mindful, yeah, in you yourself, I think that's inspired me to take this sustainability, because I strongly believe it is important to take good care of our planet and our people, our younger generation, for a more prosperous year to come. And the second question, the key lesson, lessons I learned, yeah. Like I said, I led this sustainability center in 2018. Yeah, in 2018, actually, I was the first director for that center. And when we first started, I think it's kind of huru hara a bit, because we do a bit here, a bit here, a bit here, because we just started, yeah, a bit here, a bit there. I think what drive the change is when we start to attend training. I think that's important. Yeah, it's like what your organization is doing right now. This awareness, this sharing session, because we need to learn from other people also. We need to acquire that skill as well. Yeah, for us to know how to manage sustainability. So I think to continue learning is very important in our sustainability journey, and also looking into making the sustainability journey, formalize it in organizations so that everyone will embrace it and moving to the same direction.
Okay, all right, great. So another question, what are the biggest challenges organizations face when trying to implement sustainable practices, and how can leaders overcome them?
Okay, all right. One, I think, biggest challenge, I must say that, for example, the trickling of information, from the top to the bottom. Yeah. For
Okay.
example, in the top, I mentioned earlier that our JKKU will be chaired by our board of directors. So let's say the decision has met there. Now it goes down and looking into the lower, not to say, or the staff level. Yeah, that is a challenge for us. Yeah, because sometimes the information does not pass through, or maybe pass through but does not really being embraced properly by the people at the organization. I give you example. Zero single plastic use. Okay, zero single plastic use. Simple, simple initiative that we do for sustainability. But sometimes we can see, there's mineral water bottle in the meeting room, So yeah, so I think what I did when I saw this, on the spot, I will give a soft reminder that this is our initiative at the universities. So possible do away, with all this single-use plastic. And also, I must say that awareness is keep on doing awareness in your organization for your sustainability journey. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So here's one last question. What advice would you give to individuals looking to take on leadership roles in sustainability?
Wow. Okay. What advice? If we want to take leadership role at the university, in sustainability, I think you must have the heart to learn, continue learning, because sustainability is broad. We have like 17 SDG to tackle. Yeah, like I said, my field is only water engineering. It's only one of the SDG. Yeah, so I need to learn what we can contribute to other SDG. That's number one. Keep learning. Secondly, most important one, partnership. You have to partner. You cannot work alone in your sustainability journey. You need to have partnerships. Yeah, be it association, NGO, professional body, industries, or community. Because, like I said, they might have something unique that we, even at higher learning institution, we don't have that. Even when we work with community also, there is always something that we learn from the indigenous knowledge that we have from our community. So I see that this as a symbiotic relationship among us and our partners. So if we have partnerships together, I think we can make a huge impact to our environment and community. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Also, just to let Prof know, there's a comment from Ryan that said that agreed that sustainability, regardless of how you want to view it, is indeed a top-down approach and have to be led by a leader. that has the authority to not only delegate, but control or have the say in the finances of the organization.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with you, Brian. Yep.
Okay, all right. So I think if there are no further questions, maybe we can take a group photo, a quick one, so
Okay.
everyone can turn on your cameras. Oh, okay, some are outdoors. Okay, no worries.
Hi, Presley.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's all. Okay, I'll just take a quick one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. All good. Okay. Okay, yeah. So I think let me also just share our session for next week here. Okay, yeah. So our next session, we will have TS Dr. Josephine Lai. We'll be presenting on circular economy and waste management. So if you're interested on that topic, do join us next week as well. And also take a moment to fill out our feedback form, which has been shared in the chat. So thank you once again to Prof. Tias Norazia for your sharing
Thank
today,
you.
all of our participants and our supporting partners. And have a good day, have a good weekend.